NBA action for Thursday. We still have a battle here in the Eastern Conference, and Toronto is going to be taking on Atlanta in Atlanta. Atlanta still battling for that third spot. Toronto's been playing great this year, really controlling tempo and pace. Odds makers have Atlanta as a -6 favorite. That looks like a little bit too much, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to back the Hawks tonight. I like how they match up with Toronto, even though they lost in Toronto in their last matchup, and the fact that the Raptors have won 2 in a row against Atlanta. I still like the Hawks here. They're a very good home team. I love how they move the ball. I think they get it done tonight by over the 6 set by odds makers. I think they win this game by pretty close to double digits. Let's talk about the Toronto Raptors. Really interesting team this year, very different than last year. They average 102.7 points per game and defensively rank 4th in the NBA in opponent points in the paint and opponent field goals made per game. They've really slowed the pace down this year. They rank 29th in the league in field goals attempted per game, and they also rank 29th in the league in assists per game at about 18, just under 19 per contest. So they really run at a slow pace. They don't move the ball particularly that well. They do a lot of isolation. Good team, though. Good defensive team. They're second in the East. They could beat Cleveland, I think. I think so could Boston, and so could Atlanta. It's going to be a really interesting Eastern Conference playoff scenario here. But tonight, I think Atlanta's going to be fully focused. They're still battling for that third slot. I think they're the team with the better value tonight. The Hawks, they average 102.9 points per game. And defensively, they rank first and second in the NBA in opponent overall and 2-point shooting percentage, respectively. Mike Budenholzer has this team rolling right now. They've won 7 out of their last 10 games, and their last 2 losses were just by a couple points to Cleveland. Cavaliers, very good team, and then that game at Toronto. But they've been playing really good basketball over the last 3 weeks as well. They rank second in the league in assists. You know, they move the ball. They're kind of the San Antonio Spurs East, if you will. A lot of people know that already, but they get it done on both sides. Defensively, they're one of the best teams, not only in the Eastern Conference, but in the league. I expect for them to get their revenge on Toronto tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and lay the 6 with Atlanta as they battle for probably a pretty important spot there in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be interesting to see how this week unfolds, but I'm going to back the Hawks here minus the 6. That's my one of my NBA picks today, and I wish you guys luck on your picks today.